Oh no, here we go. Oh, Skibbity Toilet's cooked. Cookbook in hand, I power walk my way back to the kitchen to smell some noodles and vegetables being cooked to perfection. I feel extra encouraged. I feel extra encouraged to try Natsuki's home cooking now that I've been acquainted with this book. Natsuki turns towards me and smiles. Dinner's almost ready. Hey! She notices the book in my hand, then dashes towards me, and instinctively I pull it away above her head so she can't reach it. At that moment, Natsuki punches me in the stomach, forcing me to lower the book toward my chest, and she snatches it from me. Natsuki! What the hell? Oh my god, Skibbity Toilet, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Are you hurt? The wind is a bit knocked out of me. Damn, she really hit me. But I regain my composure and take a deep breath and settle myself. I'm fine. Suki grabs my hand apologetically, then sets the book down on the table beside us. I'm sorry, I just don't like other people touching this. I'm sorry too, I happened to look through it a little bit. My curiosity got the best of me. No, it's fine. Is there something you're trying to hide from me, Natsuki? No, it's nothing. It's just an important family heirloom, and I wouldn't want anyone damaging it. The implication with those words is that she doesn't trust me, but it's not important. I'm more zeroed in on the hesitation she had when I asked if she was hiding something. I can tell, in fact, she is and won't spill it. Oh shit, she's cheating on me. I'll ask her about it after dinner, and the table is prepared because it seems to be something important. After Natsuki and I set the table, I examine all the food she'd prepared for us. Delightful rice, noodles, with some nose-hair singing spices and steamed vegetables. She also I just now thought about that. Why the fuck would a cookbook mean that she's cheating on me? Wait a minute. Hold it. What is so bad? Excuse me, I'm sorry. What is so bad about the cookbook that she doesn't want me to see it? Does she have, like... Maybe her family is like in the mafia or something. Maybe her dad is like a mafia leader and her dad like fucking killed somebody and wrote the confession in the book. That's what I'm thinking. I'm on it right now. Maybe that's what happened. Oh, I was gonna ask chat if I'm right, but this isn't a fucking live stream, man. I miss live chat. Which she also managed to prepare some miso soup, which I'm about 90% certain I didn't have the ingredients for. She definitely did some wacky voodoo stuff while I wasn't looking, but as long as we're eating good, I won't complain. Once we divvy up the dishes, Natsuki and I sit and eat in a pronounced silence for several minutes. I look at her, but she's not making eye contact with me. She looks at the book beside her after every other bite she takes. Natsuki finally does look up at me and sees my utensil-less right hand and empty... Oh, my utensil-less right hand and empty mouth. How come you aren't eating? I take a deep breath, trying to gather all the thoughts I need in order to say what I have to say as delicately as possible. However, Natsuki seems extremely worried. I didn't do a good job for you, did I? Wait, what? I'm sorry, I should have known you would have wanted meat with all of this. I wish I could have prepared something else. Natsuki begins to well up and I'm close to panicking. I know that Natsuki has had trouble with confidence in the past. She gets this hopeless look in her eye when she feels like she isn't good enough. I've seen it when she's shared poems with me, and I was always happy to assure her that I think very highly of everything she does and sets out to do. Right now will be no different. No, Natsuki, I promise you it's all great. I couldn't ask you to do much more than this. You did an incredible job here. Natsuki, I'm worried about you. You seem really tense about this cookbook thing. And you got very distant when I brought up your mom earlier. If there's something you need to talk to me about, just know I'm right here, and I want to know what's going on. Natsuki maintains a concerned expression on her face, then speaks up. Her mom's dead! I'm calling it now! Her mom fucking died! I don't want you to worry about me. I don't want you seeing that side of me, Skibbity Toilet. I don't want to be abandoned again. Natsuki, I will never abandon you. I'm taking the responsibility as your boyfriend to listen to your problems and understand you on a deeper level. Please help me help you. You're so special to me. You mean the world to me, Skibbity Toilet. I'm so grateful to you, so I won't keep this in anymore. Natsuki puts her left hand on the recipe book and strokes her fingers across it as if she's trying to absorb its aura. This book, it belonged to my mama and her mama before her. It's been passed down and passed around for generations for a few decades now. My mom was the last person to own it before me. I just don't like to talk about her because it hurts me, and I'm scared you'll think I come with way too much baggage and you'll leave me, which would hurt me even more. Natsuki, I'm your boyfriend. I vow to you that I'll never leave you because you've been through hard stuff in the past. I want you to tell me about your mom as long as you're comfortable with it. I wasn't super comfortable with it before, but you changed that really quickly, so I'll go ahead and tell you. Natsuki takes a deep breath as if she requires all the oxygen in this room for what she's going to say next. My mom was the best lady I knew until she died, and when she was with my dad was a good person. And their marriage wasn't perfect, but they still loved each other and they loved me. I loved both of them so much. Natsuki clenches her eyes closed, trying to block off any tears from escaping. Natsuki, you don't have to feign strength for me. I promise I won't judge you for crying. As I say this, Natsuki starts to sob and take rapid breaths for several moments before regaining her composure. She sighs, then continues. So, when I was 8 years old, my parents and I took a road trip together. She fucking died in the road trip! The dad swerved or something, swerving around that corner. Whoa. We just crashed into an 18-wheeler and the car blew up. Ooh, bars. Everything was going fine, but it was late at night and my parents were both tired and cranky from being on the road. One thing led to another and eventually we crashed. My mama, she didn't make it. She died on impact. Natsuki. I stand up and walk over to her, letting the horrific tale she just told me enter my brain. It's hard to process, but I'm trying. Damn, hi. But I'm trying my hardest. I give Natsuki a hug as she cries into my chest. It's okay, Nats. You can stop here for tonight. I don't want you to feel too hurt. But I'll be here to comfort you tonight and every night for the foreseeable and unforeseeable future. Skibbity Toilet? Yeah? I already told you, no nicknames. Her sobs start to slowly fade into giggles and I squeeze Natsuki tighter. Don't play with fire or you'll get burned. Natsuki and I share a laugh as we continue to hug. Hope you aren't mad at me for prying too much. No, you weren't prying. I'm glad I told you. You gave me the strength I needed to take this step with you. I feel like we can trust each other so much more now that I told you my secret. Do you have more to tell me? Hang on, I gotta lower down the brightness. I can't fucking handle having me on screen here. Thank you. Okay, I'm gone. I've disappeared. Yes, but not right now. I'm a little bit darker. Oh, well, fuck me. Well, there I am. I return to my seat and finally begin eating Natsuki's delicious food. I'm in pure bliss with every bite, and I'm so lost in it that I don't notice her leave the room. I was just putting the book in a safe spot. Thank you again for being so understanding. And not pressing charges for me kicking you in the stomach. This amazing food is enough recompense for what you did. You're a dork. And I love you. I love you too, Natsuki. I continue to eat, and so does Natsuki. Whether she wants to admit it or not, she and I are each other's family now. And I treasure getting to have family dinner with her. Like I treasure every moment the two of us share together. Just the two of us, We can make it if we try. Natsuki, I will hold on to you and never let go. She and I are going to continue to thrive in this home. Wow. What a beautiful moment. Hello again. In our home. Is that it? Is that the end of the mod? It's dawn outside. There's a pitter-patter of rain on the roof. The lights from the highway faster than the eye can see. Try to chase the droplets on the window. I'm too tired to keep up, but the noise keeps me up. The noise. The voices. They're noisy. And they're coming from up front. What? What the fuck is happening? Katashi, I told you our exit was coming up. I know. Then why did we miss it? Maybe because someone can't stop talking for 5 minutes? I give up on listening in. This always happens. They get angry at the slightest thing. What the fuck is happening here? Like when mom forgets to do something around the house. Or when dad comes home barely standing up. Parents are funny like that. It's hitting the top in front of the car. It's making more noise. But it's calmer. It makes me want to sleep because of how because of how long it lasts. It's like a drawing made of stars on the glass. Almost like if I could reach out and grab it. I reach out, but to grab nothing in particular. I'm bored. Me too. Mom? Dad? The noise stops for a second. My mother turns around and looks at me. What is it, sweetie? How long is it going to be till we get home? My dad looks away from the road. Sayori? Excuse me? What the fuck? Is Sayori my dad? The fuck is happening? What is happening? What is happening? What is happening here exactly? What? As long as traffic is good, we should be there Oh my god, Katashi! The fuck is happening? What is this? It was only a second. He took his eyes off the road for an instant. Y'all, what is happening? To look at me. This is so unfair. Why was Sayori the dad? What the fuck just happened? I'm shaken up. I would be too. If one of my best friends was my dad in a dream, what the fuck? That's a little weird. And all I can feel is the darkness of the room and Natsuki's grip on my penis. Natsuki, what's wrong? She shakes around and hits me with her foot. She doesn't seem to hear me. Mama! I turn back to the girl in my bed and cradle her comfortingly. Hey, calm down. Everything is okay. I'm here. The girl shakes around some more. I can see an expression of horror on her face. Were we seeing from her perspective? Was that her perspective on the dream? I guess? I don't know, though. I guess that was her. We were looking through her perspective on what had happened during the crash. Her eyes suddenly open with a shimmering look to them. She settles down eventually and turns towards me. It's all my fault. What is, Natsuki? She doesn't respond at first. A look of almost disgust appears on her face. She thinks for a second and eventually turns around. So, you probably already guessed. I had a nightmare. Sorry I woke you up. It's really nothing important. I'm surprised by how sudden her speech is. I can't help but be curious about it. Don't worry about it. So, maybe you want to talk about it? There's a pause and I half expect her to say no. I would like to. Please? Her voice gets really soft. I scoot closer to hear her better. A wave of relief flies over her delicate body. So, as I said earlier, my mom died in a car crash. Well, it was late one night and my dad, he looked away for 1 second to look at me in the back seat. I just had to open my mouth. I just had to ask when we'd be home. Because of that, my dad took his eye off the road. We drove into a tree. At this moment, Natsuki bursts into tears. I mean, technically it's his fault for looking back. I mean, the mom was in the car anyways. The mom could have just answered the fucking question. So that's kind of the dad's fault. That's the dad's fault for taking his eye off the road. No matter what, don't take your eye off the fucking road. What an idiot. I didn't remember much from that point on. I was brought to my house. My babysitter was there. She cried and hugged me, but I couldn't understand why. I was scared. Then the next day, a man with a blue uniform showed up. I think he was a police officer. He started talking with my babysitter, and a minute after, she was crying again. She started hugging me, and I was scared and confused. They told me Papa was fine, but I didn't care about him. Damn! I asked where my mama was. They wouldn't tell me at first. They just kept saying, "It's okay, your dad will be here soon." I got even more scared and a little angry. In the midst of her story, Natsuki slips her hand into mine. I take it and squeeze it reassuringly. I couldn't understand why they wouldn't tell me anything about my mama. I guess I must have pushed enough that they finally relented. The officer bent down on one knee and told me my mother wasn't coming. He explained that she died in the hospital from her injuries. And the last thing she said was, "Tell my princess I love her." I feel Natsuki's grip on my hand tighten. I'm speechless. I can't think of anything to say. What would one say in this sort of situation anyway? She sniffs and reaches for my box of tissues. She wanted to give me a present because my birthday was coming up. She wanted to give me that book. It all makes sense now. I understand why she didn't want to talk about it and why she got angry when I had it. I can sense Natsuki waiting for me to say something. I'm still trying to process all this. It's very surreal for me to think about. How would I feel if I lost a family member in an accident like that, let alone a parent? And at such a young age. It's moments like these where I begin to question the existence of a fair and all-loving deity watching us from the clouds. What god would find it so appropriate to rip away something so crucial to a young girl so violently, so maliciously? It just seems so senseless. But I can't get lost in my personal feelings on death and religion. Natsuki needs me now. I shake my sorrow off and summon the will to speak. I still don't understand why you said it's all your fault. Natsuki pushes my arm away. It is! I was selfish and it cost me everything. Is that what you think? She doesn't respond. What? I think that's a really poor way of thinking. Natsuki stiffens and gives me a scathing look. Let me explain. You had no way of knowing that would happen. And, if anything, it was your father's fault for not keeping his eyes on the road. That's what I just fucking said. Thank you, Skibbity Toilet, for telling her. And the driver, he's liable for whatever happens. But he lost just as much as you. That's what I think. We're silent again for a few moments, sitting on my bed, shoulder to shoulder. It's been quite a day so far, but on the positive side, I think I'm beginning to know even more about Natsuki than before. These complications seem to be drawing us closer together. I wonder if she's ever mentioned this to someone else. I think for a few seconds, while the mood settles down. A thought occurs to me. Has her father... Hey, Natsuki. Did your father ever get violent in front of your mother? Natsuki shook her head. No. He would have never. Not when she was alive. He did get angry sometimes, but never to the point of hitting me or my mother. Well, after my mom died, he started drinking again. Heavily. He didn't take proper care of me, and it lasted up until recently. At first, my babysitter would come pretty often. She'd stay late despite my father's threats to stop paying her. Eventually, she'd stopped coming, which is when I learned he'd fired her. I won't pay for someone who can't leave when they're told to, he said. Suki takes a deep breath and continues her story. Well, it just got worse afterwards. He lost his job and had to be a part-time mechanic for a while. He would come home late, reeking of beer. If I didn't make dinner for him, or if I wasn't good enough, he'd call me names. He'd throw my food out and make me go to sleep without it. My jaw tightens. The more I hear about Natsuki's dad, the less respect I have for him. And I didn't have much in the first place. And then, after I learned how to cook and clean like Mom used to, things calmed down a bit. He'd still yell sometimes, but not as much. Then one day, I had to stay late at school for a class project. I lost track of time and didn't start heading home until it was almost dark out. Or until it was dark out. Even at 13, I knew I was in trouble because I wasn't home in time to cook dinner or clean anything, and Papa would be waiting for me. When I got there, he was angrier than I had ever seen him. That was the first time he ever hit me. He slapped me across the face and accused me of sneaking around with a boy. She gestures across her face, indicating where he slapped. I tried telling him I wasn't, and that I was sorry that I was late. He wouldn't listen. It was just another night of no food and early bed. It went on for years. He was so controlling. The only time I got away from him was when I went to school. And summer was the worst. She pauses and leans against me, nesting her head between my shoulder and chin. But then, a girl in my class found me on the roof of the school and told me about a club. I didn't care what kind of club it was. All that mattered is that it would be small enough that I could fit in and meant more time away from Papa. Any chance that girl was Sayori? I can feel Natsuki give a half-hearted chuckle. It was. We just weren't super good friends yet. But I joined anyways and started going to the meetings every day. Why was she on the roof? Was she about to YouTube herself? Or is that just her, like, reflecting her life on the roof, like, just sitting up on the roof, like, J. Cole on the 2014 Forest Hills Drive cover type shit? I don't know. I guess we won't know. The only one I recognized was Monica. I'd known her since middle school, but I never took her as the type to take interest in literature. I mostly kept to myself at first, but Sayori and Monica really tried hard to get me invested with the club and getting me comfortable with them. What about Yuri? She was there too. We all have been there since the beginning. But she was just as quiet and bashful then as she is now, so it wasn't easy. Long story short though, I ended up feeling like I found the one place I truly belong and where I was accepted for who I am. And then you came along. Hard to see that as any sort of compliment. Hush, let me finish. Okay. Yeah, I was upset. I wasn't expecting a boy. I thought having one would ruin the club. How so? Well, Sayori talked about you a lot. She said she was bringing someone, but she didn't say it would be you. If I didn't know any better, I would have thought you were her boyfriend. And if you weren't, it would only be a matter of time before someone tried fighting over you. But I guess I did think you were kind of cute in your own clueless way. I decided to take that as a compliment. Then Monica decided to start sharing poems. I figured you'd just treat me like a kid like everyone else. Then I read your poem, and it wasn't what I was expecting. It was almost like you wrote it for me. And well, the rest is history. I can't thank Monica enough for forcing us to get to know each other. Yeah, me too. I look at the clock, and it's almost 1 o'clock. We should probably go back to bed. School's in another few hours. Okay, yeah. We shuffle back into our original positions, and I hit the light. Hey, Skibbity Toilet. Yeah? I yawn my reply. Yeah. And Natsuki sounds exhausted too. Thank you for listening. Through my fatigue, I work up a weary smile, even though I know she can't see it. Of course. I love you, Natsuki. I'd do anything for you. Anything, huh? Bold words. But I just want you to do one thing. What is it? Promise me you won't ever leave. The words leave my mouth before I even think about the question. I'm leaving now. No, I'm sorry, he didn't say that. I promise I will never leave you alone if I can help it. Good enough. Good night, Skibbity Toilet. Good night, Natsuki. Wow, what a beautiful time.